All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me on our July meeting. Another month goes by so fast. Kind of on our agenda today, as always, we'll go through our agenda, our mission, our values, any HR operations updates that we have, our manager mindset for the month, and then our executive corner and some Q&A. As always, our mission here at Kitakata Ramen Banai is we are dedicated to crafting an unparalleled dining experience that transcends the ordinary. Our mission is to be or become every guest's favorite place, where they not find only the finest representation of authentic Kitakata regional style ramen, but atmosphere of warmth, gracious hospitality, and genuine joy. And then for our values, we believe in providing legendary service. We believe that good enough isn't. We believe in honesty and trust. We believe in the ongoing training and development of our people. We believe in our continued success depends on teamwork. We believe in doing business in a professional and orderly manner. And lastly, we believe in being responsible to others and to ourselves. As always, we kind of do a little bit of oishi, but I'm gonna kind of pick on people today. Okay, so what for your oishi, usually you spend again 2 to 5 minutes on some of these topics. So, what is an operations update that someone has for me? Can anyone give me an example of what you would use for operations? Anything?
I guess you can say like anything that happens. For example, like next week we're gonna be closed for the evening. So just like a reminder for like the rest of the staff and even just like to make sure like if the guests are aware too that we have everything up to let them know.
Perfect. Thank you for participating, Juan. Perfect. Yes, operations on the 14th. We're going to be closed for our company party, right, for Illinois and California. So that is one operations update that we can provide to our staff. What about informational? Anything informational related that we can provide to our staff? Anything? I can do this one. Maybe in regards to informational, it could be like first aid kits, right? Maybe informing staff of what's included in our first aid kits, letting management know if something is running low. Hey, we're running low on burn cream or bandages or something like that, right? So quickly, kind of going through some updates with regards to new information within the store. Okay. What about safety? Anyone provide me a safety example?
I have
Joshua?
one.
Oh, okay, Mel,
Or
yes.
if Joshua has one, I'll give it to him.
Yeah, for example, communication creates a lot of safety. When you're going behind someone, say behind, or if you're gonna carry something hot or sharp, just call it out. Yeah.
Cool, perfect. Absolutely. Communicating is key for safety. No workers' comp cases here, right? Perfect. What about hospitality? Anyone have an example of hospitality? You guys are all, on the front line here, so you probably know more than I do here. Hospitality.
I can go again.
Anybody? Yeah,
Um, Sure, for hospitality, I guess you can like t talk to servers, how we can like greet the guests as well, something that's very important that, we are working over here at Hoffman as well as just when taking the orders, what to say, making sure like, hey, instead of just be like, oh, what can I get for you, try to like, greet them to be like, oh, how's your day going? Like give some suggestions, just to do a little extra than just taking orders.
perfect. Awesome. Thank you, Juan. What about impact? What does that mean to you in your store?
I think for me, my impact for the guests is making sure they leave happy, making sure that they are satisfied with what we are serving them, and if any issues that they had with the ramen or any food, that we do take care of them, and that has an impact that we do care about our customer service and our food that we are giving them. I think that is a big impact on them, making sure they leave 100% satisfied, whether they were dissatisfied a little bit with something that had happened with their food.
Perfect. Thank you, Diane. And of course, lastly, inspire. Does anyone have any inspirational quotes or stories that they want to share? None? No successes at any of our stores? No? Okay, I'll default back to my quote that I presented last time because I thought it was a really good quote. Leaders never use the word failure. They look upon setbacks as learning experiences, right? So it's never a failure. It's always an opportunity to grow and improve and be better. So as always with your teams, right, how do you lead them? Right, we're not yelling at people for making mistakes and things like that. We're correcting them. We're giving them feedback. We're doing all these things, right? But as a leader, we always look at those as learning opportunities and creating those opportunities for our staff. Okay. Thank you for joining us on our Oishi. And again, as a reminder, this is something that you need to be doing at your stores when you have your pre-shift meetings with staff, right? I'm not asking for a lot here. It's maybe less than a minute per each one, right? But it really helps your staff, you engaging with your staff, and as well as just kind of providing them with updates regarding operations, safety, informational, right? Whatever it is that you may need. Okay. All right. I am going to pass this over to Mel real quick. Mel, take it away.
Hi, everyone. Just wanted to come on and talk about some general HQ topics again. So first things first, summer heat. We know we're entering the really hot season here. Maybe it might be a little bit slower, but something that we definitely should never forget is just prioritizing and making sure everyone, including like guests, staff, even managers, yourselves, making sure you guys are giving yourselves water breaks and just making sure like you guys are hydrated and everything and just keeping cool for sure since we do work in a hot kitchen with soup. It does tend to get hot in there. So just keep an eye out for like any signs of like heat illness or like someone maybe seemingly getting like heat exhaustion or stuff like that. Just keeping an eye out for that for sure. And then just making sure the ACs are functioning as they should, keeping everything cool for everyone, making it very comfortable. And otherwise, just use any fans as needed if you aren't already. And if it happens to be that the AC is not working, maybe you could reach out to like the vendors, like ProTech or whichever AC vendors like that do maintenance on your guys' AC units. And if any repairs or costs are associated, feel free to consult with the area managers for any approvals that might be needed for those. And yeah, so next thing, just wanted to go over cash tips. We've noticed that after processing manual checks or just in general, we've noticed that managers are adding cash tips maybe several days or even weeks later than the date associated with those tips. So we just want to make sure that we're entering those tips and keeping a general system to better track and organize the cash tips really, just to make sure that we don't have any delays or any inconsistencies in like manual checks that we process because if it happens to be that we add or remove tips or remove anything around with the tips that may affect a manual check that was processed for maybe like a termination or a resignation, um, it essentially affects their pay and we have to calculate that and we either have to send out like a check for like $5, even less than that sometimes. So just making sure we are consistently entering all those cash tips every day or every other day at least. And yeah, just another thing here. Again, wanted to go over the owner slash webs or slash loyalty, Toast loyalty point conversion thing. So that's ongoing. HQ is still working on it. We're still adding those amounts into the Toast accounts for anyone that does have both an owner and a Toast account. So we're still working on that. There is a large list, but as always, just if any guests ask or mention anything about it, feel free to refer them to HR, like the HR email, or you can also have them reach out to the contact us form on the website. So otherwise, just if not, just jot down their name, their phone, and email, just so we could try to kind of see if we could find their account and then just reach out to them that way. But yeah, And then last thing here for me, workplace violence prevention training. So we did actually create a certificate upload in Paycom for those. I know it doesn't actually have a certificate technically, but this is more so just to track the due dates for everyone, just because since we don't have a certificate associated, it was getting hard to track um, over 200 employees statuses on like whether they've taken it already or whether they haven't, but this helps us kind of make sure that everyone is up to date on their workplace violence prevention training. So yeah, just make sure that everyone once they've submitted, or I mean once they've completed the course, once it's been completed, have them fill out and upload their certificate, or more so like the date and information associated, just so that we could keep track better. And yeah, that's pretty much all it is for me.
You Mal. All right, party time. So as you know, we have the OC/LA party coming up on the 14th, as well as the Illinois party on the same day, the 14th, just on different zones. So it is going to be Tuesday, the 14th, for us here, California, 6 to 9 p.m. And then for Illinois, it's about 6 to 8 p.m. I am going to require that some of the managers or all of the managers from each store speak about 1 to 2 minutes. So I'll kind of have like a list going, right? But essentially, I just want you to say something to thank the staff, thank your specific team for the hard work, any successes that you've shared, any data that you want to share that is, relevant to your specific store. Again, just kind of giving a shout out to your specific store. Again, keep it very short, right? But again, just kind of want to give you an opportunity to thank your specific team. And with that, of course, I will have lists at check-in for each specific store. So I'm going to ask some of the managers to assist me with that. So I will have a list for each store, and then as your staff come in, check them in, right? You probably know their faces, right? So just being able to check them in, and kind of we'll be there to help you as well. But it would be nice for, for the manager of the store to kind of welcome their own specific store in, okay? And then with that, of course, if we did email this flyer out to all of the staff already, so if there's anyone missing, we'll double check and reference our list and then send it out to them. But if they do have any specific questions about dietary restrictions, things like that, I know there's some like vegans and stuff like that. So feel free to reach out to us so that we can coordinate with the restaurant for that. And then lastly, with that, of course, is we're no longer taking any more RSVPs. I know we've had a couple people, RSVP or like change their minds and things like that. So we did accommodate them, but at this time, we're
The
no
store
longer
managers to
accommodating.
speak 1 to 2 minutes each. Thank you. I appreciate it to your team.
But yeah, so if there was any specific like questions or anything that they may have or circumstance, let us know and we'll be able to address it with them. Okay. And again, this is specifically for California, but this is kind of just the overall timeline. Again, we'll kind of utilize it as our kind of guide, but we'll have plenty of raffles, a lot of prizes to give out. So we'll kind of do like prizes every about 30 minutes, and then each manager can kind of go up and talk. But that's just a little bit of the overview for the company party. Definitely have people take photos and send them to the HR email as well, so we can utilize that for future. But any questions on the party while we're on this slide? Cool, pretty self-explanatory. Perfect. I also did send each specific store a list of who RSVP'd, just so you have an idea so that you can reach out if they have any specific questions. Okay. And then I will turn it over to Toru over in Irvine to go over our manager mindset. Toru, all yours.
Hello, everyone. So today I want to talk about 5S. And sorry, please forgive me to read my memo. Okay, so I think you guys know about 5S. So 5S started at Toyota in Japan. And then in Japan, we say that Seiri, Seiton, Seiso, Seiketsu, Shitsuke is the same as 5S. Okay. Then it is the simple way to keep the workplace clean, safe, and easy to work in. And there are 5 parts of the 5S. And sort, setting, order, shine, standardize, sustain. And yeah, Toyota believes the clean and organized workplace helps prevent problems before they happen. And then our restaurant is now working on 5S. And we are not using it perfectly yet, but we are improving step by step. Okay. And we can return tools to the correct place. We can keep the kitchen clean. We can label and organize products. And 5S is not only about cleaning. It helps us work faster. It helps us make fewer mistakes. And it improves safety. And it helps us give better service to our guests. And that's it. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Toru. Yes, 5S is a great tool to utilize in all of your stores. And as always, I'll send these slides out so you can have it to reference and use as a topic for your next voice sheet. Thank you, Toru. All right, so we're gonna do some intros. I know as you guys have seen, we've introduced Ethan, and he is one of our new admin assistants along with Julie, who is still here. But Ethan, welcome to the team. Ethan, do you want to just hop on over just to say hello, and just to kind of introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello everyone. Nice working for y'all at this team. So a little about myself. I'm a student, a computer science major. So if you guys need any help with any tech or any stuff like that, I'll try my best and hopefully I can get that done. But yeah, I look forward to working with you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ethan. Yes, he is going to be my personal tech person to help me with all my tech needs. So as he continues to learn and get onboarded, feel free to reach out to Ethan or to Julie for any assistance. And then one other kind of intro or kind of informational. We have Tatsu here. Tatsu was a kitchen staff at our Torrance location. He has recently been promoted to our AGM effective July 1st. So Tatsu, do you want to say a few words as well to introduce yourself to the team?
Of course. Hello, everybody. My name is Tatsuyoshi, but I go by Tatsu. I've been working at Kitakata over 2 years, and then but my first assistant manager job, so I'm quite nervous about it, but it's a good challenge for me. But I look forward to working with you guys. Thank you.
Awesome. Welcome to the team, Tatsu. We're excited to see all the great things you'll do as an AGM. Perfect. As always, I do leave our contact information here. Feel free to reach out to us if you have any specific questions or if your staff members have any specific questions for HR, okay? And then I will go ahead and pass it over to Yui for our executive corner.
Do we have a section for area manager? No, not today.
Yes, we will.
Oh, after me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They can go first too.
Okay. Oh, hi everyone. Thanks for your hard work. The summer is here, but yeah, we doing pretty good. So it's all because of your hard work and teamwork. So thank you for that. And welcome new members, Tatsuyoshi and Ethan. So thanks for joining the team. And this is pretty much the only time that we get together on over the computer. But I think next week we're having company party, so I guess we'll be able to see in person. And it's good, good to kind of meet together. I think I'm not remember like last time we had it. Mai wasn't here, I guess the last time we had it. So maybe at least like 2 to 3 years. We used to have it like every year. Then we kind of changed to like a store basis. But this year, I think some people brought up that maybe we should do it. So I think we haven't a company party in Illinois and California, same day but a separate occasion. But yeah, I hope everybody will enjoy. I think we got a lot of prizes, so please be excited. And going back to my segment, this is the number for June. It's coming out fresh, and except for the reds, green means very good, and reds meaning kind of we losing to last year. So whoever was managing the store in red, I really wanted to pay attention. I think we see Costa Mesa, Lombard, and TKC. And although Costa Mesa and Lombard, it's slight miss, but still miss is a miss. And at least the good part is that the average customer spend, for Costa Mesa and Lombard is positive. That means that we lost by the number of customers. It's very few, for Lombard, just 20 customers and 122 for Costa Mesa. And, like I say every time, this number is not from the efforts of entire June. It's coming from maybe like 2 3 months before. Because if I wanna have good sales for today, even no matter how I work hard, we cannot do so because it's really dependent on the number of customers coming into the store ordering online, and that's really affecting from our past efforts. So please reflect back to your efforts, and whatever we're doing right now is gonna show up in maybe next month, like August, September, October sales. So we really need to focus on our quality and hospitality, the ones that we discussed earlier, through Oishi and TKC. I'm not sure what's going on, and I really want area managers to be on top of it because TKC curry concept is something that we are really, kind of focusing on right now to grow as the next, big pillar of our business. And I'm not sure if I have talked about in the last meeting, but we are negotiating. We are negotiating 2 locations for curry shops. I think I talked about the San Diego one. It's still going. It's just that all these, transaction is very delayed. So it may be another few months out till we get the key. So we should be able to open before year end, but still it's got a little bit delayed, but it's still happening. And the new one, I think it's new to everyone, but we got a new location under negotiation in Torrance, and that will become, also for the curry shop. And it's kind of close to our Kitakata Torrance, maybe like 3 to 5 minute drive. And I think there's a lot of potential. It's a good location, good size store. And so we really want to kind of work on to build the new concepts, and that will be the katsu curry. And other than that, we have the Naperville, Illinois location under construction, and we are planning to open on September 1st. So that should be coming up pretty soon. So other than that, I'll keep looking locations. So hopefully we can open more. But numbers good. Just a few weakness, but I think we did pretty good for hot June. Overall, as a company total, just for the existing store, we had a 6% positive compared to the same month last year. And as a company, we have 17% increase in sales compared to last year. It's because of higher sales of the existing stores and also addition of 2 new stores. But overall, I think a lot of people saying that the economy is a little bit tough because of the war in Iran that affected the oil price, that kind of increased the gas price, and gas price meaning that people have less space in the wallet to spend elsewhere. So that's kind of hitting the restaurant business usually. But I think I don't think we see that in our numbers. But we cannot be too confident. We just have to keep thriving, to provide the best to customers so that they keep coming back, and also they come back more frequently. So that really affects these numbers. So let's keep up the same work, and let's continue providing our best. Yeah. And one thing I want to add is that there are a lot of restaurants in this country and everywhere, but as you have been to many restaurants as customers, there's good restaurants and bad restaurants. And what separates is different. It's overall it's your experience, and your experience begins when you open the door, right? So I think in our orientation document, there's like a page, kind of saying, first impression defines most of your experience. So if the initial impression is bad, like, no greeting, no noticing customers entering the door, keeping the customers standing at the door waiting, for somebody to come approach them and taking them to the tables. They are usually understanding like our situation if the store's packed and busy. But if they see open tables, if they see servers and kitchen staff chatting, and they don't notice them, they definitely not gonna you know be happy by entering a restaurant. So really, let's focus on the initial impression, and to have a good initial impression, we really have to pay attention to the surroundings. Like you don't have to constantly look at the door, but you definitely you want your server staffs to be looking at the doors, time to time, so that they will know what's people walking in. And even some stores have like a bell, like ring bell, that you hear the chime. So for those kind of stores, never miss it. Okay. And a lot of things, but we have simplified version of the manuals, and also you guys can discuss among the managers and also with the area managers. So we have grown as a team, so you don't have to do everything by yourself, and there's like a lot of what do you call it, good practice by each managers. Some managers very strong in the kitchen operation, and some managers very good at service side, and some managers really good at numbers, some managers good at just organizing things. So definitely just communicate with each other. Let's help out each other, then we grow each other. Yeah. So I spoke a lot of things, but it's pretty simple. So without having happy customers, we are not here. So let's try to provide the best food and best service, and make sure that the customer leave happy and we exceed the expectation, and that they all take us to the next level. Okay. But yeah, thank you. June was good, so July's here, so let's do our best. Thank you always.
Thank you, Yui. All right. Area managers, who would like to speak? Come on up. I see you, but I don't
Hello.
hear you. Okay.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, my phone was died, so I use old phone PC together. So I wanna add, before I mentioned, I wanna add some comment with Melanie's report. She said about summer heat, something. So I wanna let just one example. So when I was a manager, then when I did the meeting, I asked all the staff, so don't say hot in the kitchen area. So please say no cold. It's not a rule, but please ask them change from mind. If they think hot, everything feel hot. So, but no cold, it means nobody say anything. So little bit cooler. Of course, exactly temperature is hot, but please change their mind. Yeah, that's a example. Then today, so I wanna focus two things. One is hospitality, then another one is quality. So then I will continue to emphasize these 2 points. So until we are followed 100% constantly, So still all location 50, 60%. So one is please always say thank you for waiting before we serve food, drink, everything. So still I think 60%, 70%. So I wanna keep teaching and telling and watching until the 100%. Then another thing is quality. So noodle chashu soup, I think almost 80%, but only rice. Sometimes some store get 50, 40% quality. So because of so always please mix the rice immediately after it has finished cooked. So it's very important. So without mixing the rice, so steam a lot and rice condition is getting bad. So please focus these two for this month. Then another thing is already my mention, but regarding next week company party. So I hope all of our managers enjoy the event as well. However, our main goal is to make sure that every team member who attend feel glad they came and wants to join again next year. So let's work together to create a fun, welcoming, and memorable experience for everyone. So I appreciate your support and the cooperate in making the event a success. That's all. Q&A.
Your mic is muted, Mai, I think.
I was muted, sorry. Q&A time. Anyone have any questions for area managers, for HQ, for any of your leaders? We are here. We have a few minutes left before Zoom cuts us off. Any questions?
Oh, so on the day of the company party, are we open for lunch? Just a lunch. Okay. I'll make the
Yep,
Instagram post.
copy. Thank you. I think there was a question someone did ask, and if the managers are also eligible for the prizes. And I will say yes. For the managers, obviously one prize per person, but I will include the managers in there as well because you guys are all part of our employees and we have tons of prizes. So, I think in total we have like 105 people going, and I think we have like 30 prizes. So someone should be able to walk out with a good prize. So, yeah. Anything else? Oh, we have a few minutes. Hi, Kodai. Yes.
I feel like I need to say something, right? I just,
Only if you want to.
okay, so I don't want to take your time, so just quick. So I just want to remind you guys about what we post like recently, especially about server side. So let's review our like a standard service. Sometimes like yeah, customer just so about like we don't say thank you for waiting, blah blah blah, and also wiping the bowl, ramen bowl and plates before serving, and also those standard things. So please check with your all servers, and then once again, yeah, let's try to better always follow the our standard, and it's gonna be yeah good for us too. And also, I post something more before that is like a clean the white like a kids like a ramen bowl and also spoons and also like those white things. Sometimes like it turns like a brown or yellow, but the gekyochiku like use the white sponge and then yeah wash it. It's gonna be yeah super white again. Also about how to answer a phone call. I realize some people say uh, uh, yeah, when they answer from customer phone call, just say hi, yes, blah blah blah. Some people don't say, "Oh, thank you for calling, kita katabanai, call speaking, how may I help you?" or something like that. They don't say that. So also, yeah, please check that one too. And also, if you notice the glass or anything ramen bowl is chipped or broken or something, so please change to new one. It's all yeah, it's all affected to the customer experience. So yeah, let's check everything. Yeah, with yeah, all your team. ちょっとお願いします. And also one more thing, that is, I don't know, like I'm not telling you guys like correctly in English, but for example, okay, you make ramen, so professional makes ramen, so ramen must be good. Oh, we do like this for a long time, so that way is correct. So I know we have some standards or like like something, but sometimes we always make ramen, same ramen. We think we try to make same ramen every day, every time. But taste is something different. Chashu, saltiness, something different. And also, the also chickens, we make the same thing, but sometimes, in summertime, chicken gets worse really quickly because it's too hot or something. So please think about not always the same. So we need to check everything and try to be the same every time, but we need to check the taste and also like, okay, for example, we keep the ramen bowl place here, but is it like we should put place here because it's closer or like something like that. So we have standard, but it could be like better everything. So I want you guys to try to find those things. Faster way, blah, 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 blah. I know like 10 years we have experience and we're doing this way, but maybe we should do this way because it's faster, it's better. So there's another way, the other way, and then yeah, it could be better. So let's try to find those things too. And yeah, let's try to do that. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.
Uh, Thank you, Kodai. All right. So we probably only got like a minute or two left. Any last minute questions before I let y'all go? No? Perfect. I think Mel already sent out the flyers for you to post for the day of for the company party. So please make sure those get posted if they haven't already been done. Other than that, we'll see most of you or all of you, if not all of you, at the company party. And yeah, have a great rest of your day. Thank you for joining, and see you at on the next one. Bye, everybody.